Hello my dear friends, can you hear me? Here only one 0. Okay, I'll try to test voice. Okay, voice is working. Hello everyone who just came to my tutorial today. So what we're gonna do today? Today we will create in Dynamo some really interesting thing. I will show you the end of the result. I will show you in for example in Dynamo, because you're interested in Dynamo, of course. So you can see now right on your screen, I hope you can see, we will create this kind of thing. I will show you how we can create it, how we can create it in Dynamo. We will do it from the 0 to the end, and we not will use any piece of the geometry in Revit. So we will create everything in Dynamo, and after that we will transfer to the Revit. So as you can see, I hope it's interesting topic for you, and if you're interested in that, so stay with me and I'll show you how you can do that, how you can get this result. So let's get started, I think. So just give me a second. Just give me a second and we will start. Okay, the new project, again I will start with the new project. Let's create the new project, architecture one. Actually we don't need any template again, because we will do from the scratch everything, and straight away we will open the Dynamo. Actually today we will work only with Dynamo, without any libraries, clear pure Dynamo. Okay, so with my Dynamo, let's open up a new one and let's get started. The first what you should do, you should go to the settings and we should change our render precision. We should make it a bit higher, and we should change our geometry scaling, because actually our geometry will be really huge, and if your geometry will be huge, as you can see, by default settings it's not will be worked. We should change to the extra large, maybe change to the large if your PC not so powerful, but actually I'm using the laptop, it's more than enough. Okay, so don't forget about the questions, okay, and we can start. I think the first thing what we're gonna do, we will create a rectangular. So let's create the rectangular. I think it will be interesting today. I hope we will do this till the end, so I will finish it today. Tag rectangular, and we need rectangular by width and length. Space this one. Okay, so we find it, and you can see on the background this is our rectangular actually on this side. I not will zoom it in, because actually we need to create the sizes like 4 meter. As you can see, I'm using the code block because this is more usable, and by 4 meter, let's say. So we will use 4 meter today. You can use your any numbers. So let's use it, and as you can see, even the my scale, it's not enough. Let's go back. This is 4 meter by 4 meter. Let's say I'll do like this to more properly understand what's going on here. Okay, and let's go back to our notes. Okay, so 6 people. Oh yeah, thank you. Always I forget about my screen output, sorry. Okay, I will show you again what's going on today. We will create this thing, guys. I'll show you in Dynamo. So we will create these things. Yes, I always forgot about my screensaver. So we will do it in Dynamo, as I said before. So I already started. I just created only rectangular, and we will do it slowly, piece by piece. So thank you. Always forgot about the screen. You not lost the step. You can see it right now and here. I just creating the my rectangular, and after that I creating the code block. The first thing you should keep your mind about the settings. Go to the settings, and here the render precision. I'm using the high precision, and after that you go to the geometry scaling here. I'm using the extra large. Done. So you are not lose anything, we just started. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll do it slowly because I wanna introduce you what's going on here, and it's better for you and for me. Okay, so the one thing we will create sorry, we will do one tricky thing. As you can see, we have the rectangular. I need actually the 4 points from the rectangular, the on the corner, 1 point, second, third, and the last one. So we need to get the points from the rectangular. How we can do that? Actually, we will use Revit IP. So Dynamo IP, Revit IP, doesn't matter. So you can use any letter. I will use, for example, radius. I'll say center and brackets. Don't forget about the quotes. And after that again, R points. I not will use any special things, don't worry about it, only once. And when I will connect it, I will get all these points, as you can see, on the corners. So this will make my life much easier. So that's why I'm using that one. Oh yes. It can be used or not only in Dynamo. For example, if you know the Rhino, you can you can use the same logic in Rhino. If you're using, for example, the Fusion, you can use Dynamo Studio and transfer it also to the Fusion. The logic is same. For example, in Grasshopper, in Revit, so I mean Dynamo, it's logic same, the one logic only. Okay, so you can use it if you want. I wanna divide it because it's not so useful when you will use 4 points in one list. I wanna divide it like 1 point, second point, and other one. So we have a lot of ways how we can divide it. So guys, use whatever you want. For example, you can write, I don't know, like the X, no, maybe list 0, who knows. And you can connect like this, and of course you will get here, where's my watch? Wait, here is my watch. Let's connect it here, and of course you will get first your point. This is way for advanced users. Okay guys, so if you are an advanced user, you will understand the list 0, it means, look at here, the list 1, 0, it's the first point. So if I will write here, for example, list, don't forget about this, 1, so list 1, I will get this point, as you can see. I need another watch. Let's use the another watch. Oh yeah, the list 2, list 1, unconnect, and I forgot here the brackets. Okay, and let's connect it. Oh, sorry. Oh yes, of course, this is only one list. So it's my wrong. Okay, so you have a lot of ways how you can get these numbers. You can use the code, you can use divided by list, but if you are new, I really suggest you use the standard Revit tools. For example, list items. So we will use list items. Where is the items? List, take, here, as you can see, and we will connect list items to the points, and you can see we get our list items, but here is nothing because we don't have any amount. Our amount is 4 points, so I will divide by 2. Let's divide by 2, and here is my first 2 points, but actually it's only 2 points. So I will show you again. I need again the watch. Where is my watch? So this is big tutorial actually. So here is my watch, and show me, I cannot see. Let's use the list, it will be better because I want to show you on the background. You can see this 1 point and second point under this list. So as you can see, I divided just 4 divided by 2, and now I get only this point and this like a 1 point on here. Okay, so let's create another list, but actually I don't need the list, but we are already creating the list, so we can do that. So maybe it's much will be easier. So let's create another list here. And what we're gonna do now, now actually I need amount, let's make like, who knows, let's create one more list, and here I want -2. So if I have 2, I want another 2, right? So here is -2. As you can see, if I will select that one, where's my list? Here is my 2 lists, here is my, oh sorry, like this. And now I wanna see, I can see here only 2 these points. As you can see, on this side I can see only 2 these points. On that side I can see only 2 these points. So this is really important. I know this is boring about the points, but without the points you not will. First I will unswitch off my rectangular like this. Now you can see only points. Okay, so as you can see, here is my 2 points, and I will create here the line. I need to create the line. How we can do that? We need line by point and by start and end point. So where is the by start and end point? By start and end point here. So as you know, the start point and end point is here, and we should divide. We don't need actually right now list, we need list deconstruct. So let's find list deconstruct. Because we have only 2 points, we will deconstruct by 2 independent points. Done. So list. As I said, guys, if you know how to create much easiest, so you are professional, you know how to manipulate with the points. If you are new, use the my way. This not will it will be more useful for you. Okay, so where's my list deconstructed? Here I will connect it. As you can see, here I came with 2 points, and here I came with 2 different points, and when I'm connected I get my line. So here I will do the same thing. Let's use the list deconstruct. Let's connect my list, and I need to create here line 2. Let's create the line, and as you can see, here line and here line. So let's go to 3D, and as you can see, this is perfect lines. Okay, so what we get? Actually, on the start we get 4 points. After that we divided these points by 2 by 2. After that we divided these 2 points but 2 independent points. Okay, and after that we're creating the line. Why we need the line? Your question. Line we need to find these middle points to create the arc, perfect arc, right? So to create arc you need the middle points. How you can do that? You should find the distance between this point and this, right? So we need the line to find the middle point on the line. So as much as easy. Let's find curve point at parameter. So it's here, and as you know, the line it's 0 and 1. So your distance between 0 and 1 it's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, and as you understand, 0, 5 it's the middle of the line. So I'll show you. Connect the curve. Let's create here the block, I mean the code block. Let's make the 0, 5, and let's connect to the parameter. Finally we find the middle point. I'll unswitch off the my line. Oh, not freeze, sorry, I mean unpreview, and you will see we get our middle point. It's not finished. Our midpoint, this is totally on the flat. I wanna it's a bit extrude, so I mean making a bit some height. So how we can do that? We need geometry translate. So if you are using the Revit, you need move your point. So let's find the geometry translate. Geometry dot translate. It's here. So what you can do with geometry translate? You can move it on each direction what you will use, X, Y, Z, as you can see. So I will connect my point to geometry, and I know I wanna push this point by Y direction, so by this direction. I need again the code block, or I can do one more thing. I will create here the code block, and I will say X divided by 2. because I have the distance 4 meter, my height will be 2 meter. I will connect only this one here, and I will connect this one to the Y direction. Okay, let's have a look. Where is my point? My point is here, point connecting to that direction, and Y direction is, oh, Z direction, sorry, Y direction is that. Okay, the same thing we will do on this side. I hope you understand on this part, right? If not understand, tell me. We will do geometry, no worries. As I said, just slowly, one by one. So to not do some mistakes, I will hide this point because we don't need it right now. Yeah, I will hide it, and we get our arc. Just we need now create the arc, that's it. So this is as much as it can be easy. So let's create the arc. You already know how to create. If you are watching my Dynamo tutorials, we should use the arc by 3 points. You will find it here. So now you understand why I divided all the points by independent, because we can create now arc just by points. Here is my middle point, as you can see. Let's connect to the second one. Here is my first point. Let's connect to the first one. And here is my last point. Let's connect to the last one. And here is my arc. And it's totally parametric. So if I will change my, for example, here my data, it will change automatically with the points. So as you understand, the same thing we should do with these points. So, but before we will do that, let's finish with that one. Okay, it's not finished. I wanna create the profile. To create profile, your lines should be closed. As you can see here, I didn't do anything. I should close it by line. So actually I can create one more line, or I can do the one more tricky thing. I can create the list. Let's create the list. Right click, list. We already have the line. If you remember, I did already this line. Let's create 2 items, and let's connect arc. Doesn't matter to which one item. And let's connect our where's our line? Lines by start and end point, and to here. And as you can see, I will switch off preview. As you can see, we get one union profile, but it's not true. I'm lying to you now, because this profile, it's not actually curve. I mean the poly curve. This profile is just the list of the lines. We should transfer it. Let's transfer it to poly curve by join. It's here by join curves. So, and now we get the one union curve. So this one is exactly the curve. Okay, so the same thing we will do on that side. Let's start. I'll check some comments. Not any comments. Anyway, we finished the second part on that side, right? So, and just we will start the copy. So I will do it here. So what we're gonna do? We already finished with our point. Now we need to create our point at parameter, right? Let's copy it, and I will use the same code block, but I will change my curve. Let's change the curve. Ta-da! We changed the curve. Okay, so after that we need our geometry translate again. Let's copy it. We will use the same direction, but our geometry will be that one. As you can see, here is our point. Okay, after that we need to create the arc. Let's copy that one, and that one we should actually switch on, because now we cannot see properly what's going on. Let's switch on, preview on, and this is geometry, our middle point, our second point, and our first point is here. The line deconstruct first point, the line deconstruct rest. This is last point. Here is my arc. Okay. And the same thing, we need again the list. Let's create the list. I just copying and I'll switch off everything. I connecting my arc here, and after that I need connect to the last one my line by start and end point. Let's connect it. Okay, here is our join geometry, and let's transfer it to the curve. Done. Let's unswitch off what we don't need. I don't need this arc anymore. just unswitch off, not disable, not freeze, just unswitch off. I don't need this, actually this is about the point, I will leave the point. And I don't need this line anymore. Okay, so as you can see, we get to geometry. So we finish actually half of our work for now. So right now we will start to actually copying. We will work with 2 other points. So we should create the profile on this side and profile on that side. It's really easy. Sorry. I have IL and not so I'm feeling not so good right now. Anyway, here's my points. I have 4 points and I can divide it. So let's create the line again. Let's make America great again. Right, and preview. As you can see, here is my points and we can create the line. But here is tricky way. We have 4 points, 1 point, second, third and last point. I need connect the first point with the last point from this side, and you will see we connecting these points. Right? So let's do the same thing. I will copy of that one. I will unswitch everything. Now we should connect last point to the first and first to the last, and we will get the second point. As you can see, here is my line and here is a line. So we get the lines, and after other works it will be pretty same, so we not will change anything. So if it means it's pretty same, I can copy that part like this. Yeah, it looks messy. Let's unswitch off this part, because I don't need the line, I don't need the curve. I already have the curve, or I need the line. I'll check it out. No, I don't need the line. I don't need line. Let's connect line to the curve. As you can see, this is problem, right? Z direction is right. Let's check it out. Z direction right, geometry right, but here it's not right. We will unswitch off these things, and these things I don't need to. So this is my clear workspace. Let's copy it one more time, because we need to make for the last one too. And let's connect our line to here. Okay, so what we're gonna do next? If you remember, we are using here the first and last point to create the arc. So here we should do the same thing. First we will connect to this one, and last we will connect to that one. We cannot see the arc, because why? We not switch on that. Let's switch on. You can see the arc. Let's switch on this one too, and I will create the arc here. So here the same thing. Last to the first, first to the last. I say it's first to the last. So we have all arcs. Congratulations. Now we should connect our lines to our list, and we will start to create geometry. Now I will hide my arcs, because I don't need it right now. Let's unhide it. Let's hide it. So done. And as you can see, we get 4 profiles. 4 clear parametrical profiles. Of course, as I said, you have a lot of ways to create it, but this much easiest to people who not understand commands, who not understand the Python, who not understand anything, even geometry. So the people are using just points. They can physically see where is this point, they physically can touch it and even move it. That's why it's best way to understand how work with Dynamo. Because when you will become the professional, you can create it just by one Python script. I can spend like, I don't know, like maybe 5 minutes to create all this geometry in Python, but it's not so interesting. Who those who don't understand what's going on, right? Okay, let's create geometry. We have 4 profiles. 1 profile, second profile, third profile, and last profile. We need now connect these profiles. You already know this way. We need create the list. List. Let's create the list by 2, and here I need also the list. We connecting that one to that one, and that one to that one. After that, again, we should create the curve. Let's connect to the curve, and one more time to the curve. Okay, we get one geometry and second geometry. Now the pretty easy thing, we should create the solid finally, right? We will create a solid after all. Solid by loft. So this is first one. As you can see, only one connection. Let's connect it. We get our first solid. Let's copy it, and we will create now the second solid. Let's unswitch off our curves. We don't need it anymore. I don't need any preview of the curves, and I don't need preview of the list because I wanna see only geometry. And here we will do the same thing. Let's unpreview. Oh, maybe we will leave that one to just understand our geometry. Okay, as you can see, one geometry and second geometry. Pretty cool. Sorry. So now we should join our geometry to create union geometry, because now it's two independent geometries. Yeah, too much words about the geometries. Solid union. If I'm not right. Yeah, union. And let's connect solid to solid, solid to solid. Okay, so here is one union geometry. Let's unswitch off this geometry and this one too. We get solid geometry. Cool. We actually need two solid geometries. Let's create the second one. Let's create second one. Just copy by like this. One geometry and second geometry. Cool. The second thing, this is main geometry, and this one division. So, but actually we have the size pretty same. We should scale it up or scale it down. We will use the longest way to scale it up or scale it down. I will do it one by one. So I will scale it first this one, and after that I will scale that one. It will help to us control it. So let's find the geometry scale. Geometry scale. Oh yeah, geometry scale. Oh, my spelling, sorry. Geometry scale. Oh, not this one. I need XYZ. So yeah, XYZ. Here is my first geometry. Let's connect this geometry to that geometry. And now we need to scale it down. As you can see, I will unswitch off everything. I wanna just show you what we will have. As you can see, here is my geometry. And now we can scale it down or scale it up by this axis vectors. I will double click it and I will say I wanna increase it 2 times more. And let's say I wanna increase it 2 times more. What? Maybe the Y direction. And as you can see, the Y direction it's 2 times more bigger. If I will increase to the Z direction, 2 times more the Z direction. So this is actually what I want. I want to use the Y direction. I want to increase it. And now I want to decrease the X and Z direction. So make it smaller. So to make it smaller, you should write the number less than 1. For example, 0.9. And connect to the X and connect to the Y. And now it's smaller. If you cannot see smaller it's or not, I will switch on my solid. Now you can see my geometry is smaller. So you can write any number here, for example, maybe 0.8, and it's become more smaller than it was before. Maybe 0.9, it's better for us. So yeah, welcome guys, welcome. Okay, the same thing we will do for this geometry. So pretty same thing, but as you can see, direction it's different. So we cannot actually use the same parameters. I will unswitch off everything and we will do one by one again. Let's connect solid to the geometry. And why I said we cannot use the same directions, because here we extruding, as you can see, the Y direction. But if I will extrude here Y direction, I will extrude Y direction. This is wrong. Here I should extrude X direction, as you can see, because this X direction, this y direction. Okay, and let's connect 0.9 to the y direction and 0.9 to the z direction. And as you can see, we get our geometry. So now you understand what we will get. We will use the division, as I said. So this geometry, this solid, actually we don't need it anymore. We need this geometry now. Let's connect this solid to get one union solid. Let's see, this is union solid. I will unswitch off this geometry and I will unswitch off this geometry. Let's switch off on this geometry. Okay, so we have the main geometry, as you can see, the blue one, and we have the extrusion geometry. And now we need only one node, this called solid division. Solid difference. Division is like like a game, but actually. Okay, so we should connect our main to the solid and our difference to this other one. You cannot see nothing. You will say, Nico, you're wrong. No, let's unswitch off these geometries and this one too. We get our geometry, as you can see, and as I said, it's fully parametrical. If you will go back to the first step, for example, you will change it, for example, to the 6, and here you will change to the 5, or maybe to the 6 too. Just check it out, it's become bigger. I will change again to the 4 here and to the 4 here, and maybe I will change the height of that. Maybe I wanna divide by I don't wanna divide, I wanna just minus 500 millimeter. And as you can see, it's working, but not well as we want, because actually now not working our curve. So you should be careful with that. It's actually not finished, because I wanna now array it. So if you're interested, we will array it right now. To array it, it's a bit harder to understand how it's working. Let's try to explain you. As you can see, if I will move my geometry, it's physically will copy it in Dynamo. So I will show you. Geometry, translate. Where is my geometry translate? Here is my geometry translate, and I wanna XYZ direction. Okay. So if I will copy, if I will connect my solid to geometry, actually we have now two geometries, one geometry and second geometry. But I will move it, for example, to the 1 meter, and you will see to the X direction. You can see one geometry here and the second geometry here. But how we can array it? Actually, in Revit, in Dynamo, you can make more sequences. I'll show you by watch. I'll show you the watch. Again, this is playing with the numbers. Now you can see my code block transferring only one number, 1000. But if I will do like this, 0, starting from the 0, after that I need 10 numbers till one step, each one step. I will get 10 numbers one by one, as you can see here. Is I will say here I wanna each second one, I will get each second one. If I will say I wanna each third one, I will get each third one, and each 5 one, and I will get only 2 parameters till it will finish until 10, number 10. So by this way we can copy it, because if I will transfer it to the to the X direction, Revit will do it like 1 time, 2nd time, and 3rd time. It will copy it 3 times, not 1 as we did before. I will show you again. Just look at here, 3 number, right? Here only 1 number. That's why it's will copy only once. So I think you understand that. Let's make it more interesting. Let's say the 20 meters, and I wanna make each 4 meters, because as you know, the size of our canopy is 4 meters, each 4 meters, right? So let's check it out what we get here: 0, 4 meter, 8 meter, 12 meter, and till to 20 meter. Let's connect it to the X direction. Now we get array, as you can see. Let's I'll show you. Yes, one direction, but we get array. So of course your next questions, okay, you did the X direction, but how we can make on the two directions, for example, to the X and a Y direction in the same time? Pretty simple. You should connect it to the Y direction, and you will say, no, you're wrong, because we get on the angle. Yes, it's true, because we should change the transferring data. Just right click on this node and you will find the leasing here and change the cross product. So it means for each dot you will see we get our geometry. I spent maybe like 20 minutes to create that, right? With explaining or with the really long way to create this nodes, but as you can see we get result. We get results too hard to get in Revit just manually. Why I said it's hard? Because for example, if I wanna change it something right now, let's say I'll do like this. And for example, I wanna change maybe numbers. And I don't wanna make 20 meters anymore. I want 30 meters. And just one by click, we will get 30 meters. Just give me time. As you can see, now it's much more. Now it's much more we get, right? Okay, let's make the less number, because I'm working now on my laptop. Let's make only 20 meter, I mean. And this, as you can see, it's this increase. Let's make 16, and it's this increase. Pretty simple and pretty working. And as I said, if you will change some numbers here, it will transferring and automatically change here. I will check any comments. Not any comments. Everyone understand everything. Oh yes, the main question: how I can bake it? Just one node. Let's I'll bake it for you guys. Let's make it 12 only, okay? Because my laptop not so powerful. Okay, so we need only one node. It's called import instance. Import instance. Instance geometry here. And just connect your geometry to geometry. I wanna show you how it will be on the live. Now you can see I cannot select anything, right? Let's go. I'll go to 3D. This is just a phantom geometry from the Dynamo. But when I will connect geometry to the import instance, we will get baked geometry. Just few seconds. Actually more than a few seconds. And as you can see here, it's fully geometry. I'll show you. Let's put some shadows. Oh, here is geometry, and you can see it, you can explode it, and you can use it like a mess if you want. And you can apply, for example, for this geometry walls, or you can create a wall right here. So this is another level. So because I'm just starting. No, you can export it like a mess. You can export like a wall, like column, like what you want. But you need to understand how to working first with the geometries, and after that I will show you how you can change the categories, how you can apply some parameters, and many more things. I just starting my Dynamo tutorials from the zero to the hero. Okay. Actually, we can make this code more useful than it now. I will unswitch off geometry because when we will change something, it's always will transferring to the Revit and always will updating data. So I don't have so much resources from my PC to do it. We will work now only in Dynamo. So let's have a look on this side. As you can see, here I have 4 meter. And here, if you will check, I also have the 4 meter. But what if I will change, for example, here the 4 meter to the 8 meter? it's not will change there automatically, right? How we can connect these parameters? I will show you one tricky thing. The code block, it's really nice. For example, here is my code block, here is my watch. Watch, come in. Here is my watch. Let's connect my code block, some brackets, and I'll say here will be A, maybe. Let's connect it. As you can see, here is coming nothing, right? Let's say I'll do one more here. The parameter X. I will connect my X to the watch, and as you can see, it's also nothing. Let's say I have one number, maybe 10, and another number I have 20. Now, for example, I want to divide it and get result here. How I can get it? Let's say my 10 will be A, and let's say my 20 will be X. Here is still nothing, as you can see. X, yes, it's 20. My A, yeah, it's 10, as you can see. But how we can divide it, for example, or make some manipulation with that numbers? Easy. This is called object-oriented programming. It's called, for me, doesn't matter which number will be here. The code block will be working always once it will get some numbers. For example, A minus X and squads. Let's connect this one to here, and you will see A minus X, this is minus 10. Maybe you don't wanna do minus, maybe you wanna multiply it, and you will get to 200. So this the things is what it's coming to the A, it doesn't matter. What we will get outside it's ruled by this small formula. I cannot say this is formula, but anyway, this is formula because we doing something with that one, right? So what we're gonna do now? We will connect. I don't need now this one. We will connect 4000 here and 4000 to here to get some result. Yeah, of course it's too big result. So I will do like this. Maybe I will divide it and I will get result 1. So pretty nice, right? Maybe I don't wanna just result 1, or maybe I wanna use it somewhere. So I will say z equal 1. So, and as you can see, here is 1. But now we have the z, which is equal to 1. And what we can do the next? Next we can z apply to the X and to apply to the A. Why not? As you can see, now it's more harder and harder formula, and we get result like this. Why not? Actually, it's working like that. So why I'm showing to you this code block? What is this? Start day? I didn't get, sorry. Patrick, can you? Yeah, code block is amazing. I just showing you, like, you know, the only top things. This is really simplest one. We can create really impressive things with the code blocks. But as you can see, I still don't touching the Dynamo. I mean the Python scripts. When we will touch the Python scripts, these all things we don't need it after that anymore. So why I did that? Because we can create X blocks. Like, let's say this will be X here. Here will become just X, and our X will be equal to the 4 meter. And now I can connect our X to this code block, or I can create even one block. As you can see here, I have the 4 meter. I will change it to the X, and as you can see, it's nothing. I just need connect to the X here, and it always will be 4 meter here. Let's say I'll connect X to here, and it will be work, because my X with 4 meters coming inside to this X, and it's dividing by this number. That's it. So this is as much as simple as you can see. Actually, we can now change even the number here. For example, I will change to the 6, and let's have a look how it's working. I will change to the 6. It's working. It's dividing, as you can see. I don't need going back to that code block, changing manually, because we now optimize it. We can more optimize it to create only one code block, which will be control everything. We can more do it's even more interesting. For example, now our code block is 6 meter, 6 meter. It's not interesting. Maybe you wanna use the sliders. I know everyone really like the sliders. Let's use the integer sliders, and let's make the minimum number. It will be 1 meter, and the maximum number will be maybe 10 meter. 1 more. And step will be each 1 meter. Okay, and as you can see, when I will just change my side, I mean the slider, changing numbers, as you can see, right? So, but how we can connect this slider with this code block? Again, simple. So let's say this first number will be X and the second number will be Y. Let's connect this slider to here and here. Done. Now we can manipulate with that slider, as you can see. Make it smaller, make it bigger, up to you. But it's actually here the 55 meters is too much. Let's make a bit smaller, like this. And as you can see, we can use slider now to create interesting geometry, right? For the sliders, so yeah, you can use the sliders right now. So guys, did you find this topic interesting for you? If you are interested in this topic, I will continue to create the streams, to make the streams about the Dynamo with some advanced things. Anyway, I will post each Saturday. I am posting the Dynamo tutorials. Please watch it, because if you will understand what's going on in my tutorials, in my Saturday Dynamo free tutorials, I don't wanna take any penny from you guys. It's totally free. Just spend your time and look at, and you will get we will get together a great result, because now we get the arc. This arc you can transfer to the Revit right now. After that we can do more incredible things. Now, and for example, we have not so really optimized code, as you can see, because for noob it will be hard to understand what's going on here, but we can optimize it more. I already show you how you can optimize. We even look, we have here the 3 codes. I will optimize you. I will show you what is that means optimized. We have 3 blocks. It's so much. I don't need 3 blocks. I can get only 1. Let's make it. I'm not lazy. I will show you. Okay, here y going to that direction. So y dividing by 2. So done. Our geometry. Oh, no, we don't need this code block anymore. So for this block, okay, it's going like this. We can connect that one straight away to that block. Okay, we don't need this code block anymore. What about that one? As I said, we already have this number. Let's see where is this number. Here, let's connect the new code block to that one. Just a second. The second block, where is that second block? Let me, I'll check. It's here. No, it's not here. It's here. Let's connect the last one here, and one more is here. Okay, so as you can see, we don't need this code block anymore. We're only using one. We even can optimize it and don't use these blocks and these blocks like separate. We can make it like a one. Let's do that. I can spend time. So let's say this will be X. No, this will be amount. Let's call it like A. Let's call this A. A1. Yes, A1 multiply 1. The second one, it will be A2 multiply -1. -1. Okay, we have here A1, we have here A2. Let's create sliders, because I know you like the sliders, and let's make it maximum number 2 and minimum number 1. No, let's make it only 2, and the step only 1. And let's connect it to the A. Oh, sorry, damn, wrong. Just give me a second. Now it will be crash everything. Because I just connected to the Y direction. Y direction, it's whole the size of our geometry. So that's why Revit now will thinking a lot of the time. Just let's it will thinking. After it will finish, I will do more correct. What I wanna make, I wanna connect this integer slider to the A and to the A2, and after that we can transfer it to the other code blocks. So you can do everything in one code blocks, as you can see. What time I'm starting my stream? Actually, it depends of the day, because today I don't think so well, and that's why I'm starting a bit early. Approximately it's 3 p.m. By UTC. So the 3 p.m. UTC. Yes, as I said, important to do everything manual. If you're not doing everything manual, you will not will understand this optimizing. You as you know, if you will optimize something simple, you will get something hardest one ever you will see. This is true. And as you can see, my PC is stuck right now because I connected not right. I connected my integer to the AY. Sorry, this was misclick. Anyway, as I said, you understand how to create it. This tutorial and these code blocks you will find below this video once I will upload it to the YouTube. So if you want, you can follow me to create this Dynamo script, or you can wait and download it, and you can say to your teacher you create something interesting and just showing to him. Why not? So guys, I think finished because my PC is stuck, as you can see. Thanks God my stream is still working. So if you have some questions, I will answer right now. If you don't, I will finish my stream and I will say thank you again. So I will give you like maybe 2 minutes to think about your question. If you don't, we will finish. Now I will try to finish, will stop my Dynamo. So the Monday upcoming the new tutorials. The Monday you will get the new tutorials about the Twinmotion. As I understand, you find Twinmotion really interesting. So the Saturday you will get the new tutorial about Dynamo, as I said. We will do some more interesting things in Dynamo actually. And we will start to learn how to optimize our code, and we'll start to use the Python. So if you don't know the Python, don't worry. I cannot say I ready to share with you guys. So and if you know better than me the Python, this will be pretty cool because we can work together. I mean, you can give some advices to me, not only to me, to all our audience. So, and this will be really cool. And I have one great news. Soon I will start my own website. So my own website will get everything what I'm showing to you by videos. There you will find by text. By plus you will find there really a lot of the information, like from this programming, from the Revit API things, because now I'm working not alone with the Revit. I found someone who also wants to do everything for free. So that's why once I will start my site, so join it, and I don't know, use it, check it once, I don't know, a week maybe, and you will find there really a lot of the nice information. So as I said, if you want to support me, this is not important for me, but it will be a really great plus for me. If you want to support me, find the links, go there and support me. I will be really appreciate for that. If you want, for example, go to my Patreon, use it, spend, I don't know, like $3 or $1, up to you, and you will support me too. So because all my works, as you understand, it's totally free, and it's always will be free if it's not some special project. So there comments, Nico, I know are you busy, but could you consider a portfolio tutorial series? Tell me what you want to see about the portfolio, because the portfolio is really a huge topic. You want to understand how to create your portfolio, for example, how you put your portfolio to paper, for example, how to use InDesign to create your portfolio, or you just not sure what you should include to your own portfolio. So let me know about portfolio, more information, and you will get the more clear information from me. And maybe I will do, maybe, why not, maybe I will do the one tutorial, maybe I will do one stream about the portfolio, how it should be looks like. To be honest with my audience, I will tell you one secret. I have portfolio, but I didn't update it maybe more than 5 years. I'm not lazy, but no one asking me my portfolio. Just to be honest with my audience, no one asking my portfolio. That's why. So maybe later on I will do Q&A about the let's say I will do the stream with the Q&A. So later on, maybe in 2 weeks. So for today it's finished. Thank you guys for watching. Questions, you can leave your questions below this video. I will appreciate it. Thank you so much again, and see you next time. Bye bye guys. Thank you.